Sorry for the technical difficulties. I don't know if it's me or if it's on the other end, but I promise you that won't happen again. Guys, please make sure you do us a favor. Go check out Shea by La Portier. If Shea is not in the state or a city near you, you can order it and it. Guys, damn it!
So we saw yesterday that Shannon Sharpe with Nightcap was having a tough day at the office. He was having some technical difficulties where his microphone wasn't working right. The staff didn't have things set in order. And Shannon, who's very short fused and hot tempered, he lost his temper while live and, shoved his microphone away and was damn and everything. But I feel like he was already upset because Chad was running late. And, Chad has a history of being, irresponsible. He's looked at it amongst his peers, his peer groups as, the quirky, funny guy, uberly, ultra talented. But you can't trust him all the time because you don't know what he's going to do from time to time. Now, he helped create this Nightcap with Shannon, and every night they getting 25,000 people, in the room to come watch it. Both of them are very entertaining. But Shannon, you could tell that he must have had been late before because Shannon really got upset and took umbrage with him being late and challenged him online. And he was showing video, Ocho was showing video of what happened when the keys got locked in the car. And, he was just basically saying that the keys got locked in the car. My assistant locked it in the car. He took video of it. He apologized for being late. And Shannon wasn't hearing none of that. Shannon was saying, basically, because he'd been asking Shannon to take him to ESPN. And he was saying, well, if you work for ESPN, would you come on there with that excuse? I need you to be punctual. This ain't just mine. This is yours. Respect ours the same way you would respect ESPN. Now, a lot of people are saying that he didn't take that same smoke towards Skip. But I think that that's a stupid analogy because this is something that's theirs, that they're building. And you can be hot today, but not hot tomorrow. So Shannon is trying to basically keep everything, while everything is hot, he's trying to keep it all professional and keep everything on the up and up. So before we get to that part, let's go back in time a little bit and let's look at what Deion Sanders was on there and Ocho was asking Deion Sanders for a job, and look at what Deion Sanders said about him, and his behavior. Check this out.
We can make it an even bigger family affair. Now we can make this a package deal. I can talk to.
Here we go.
I can talk to baby girl about coming on down to Colorado if you give me a coaching job, and we can make it a package.
I will make you. I'm not gonna give you a coaching job. I give you a coaching job, not a coaching because.
Oh man.
Hey, Prime, you got a job for me?
No. You let me know what around you or your dogs. No. Because I know you ain't gonna do right. I know you ain't gonna do right. And you're selfish.
Bo, what's up, Bo?
You would love to get down with them. And they real ones too, man. Like they love the game. They talk, and I let them be unapologetically them. I want them to be who they are.
Oh, we got talkers out there?
Oh, we got some talkers too.
Okay, that's where I need to be.
Yeah, we got some talkers.
That's where I need to be. See, that alone should tell you why you need to hire me. That alone right there.
But I know you ain't gonna do right.
I promise I'm gonna do right. I got structure and discipline.
Now?
I got something that can't be taught. There's a certain it factor that I was born with that I can pass on to the. Yeah, I can pass it off to the. I can pass it off to them young fellas.
You do have that. Shannon, what you think? Don't lie.
No.
Tell the truth.
Why you hate?
Thank you, Shannon.
So as you can see, Deion told him, nah, I ain't messing with you, man, because you're not going to do right. And basically he's saying that you're not going to do right because you're not responsible enough. You don't know what you're going to get with Chad from one moment to the next. 1 minute Chad is serious. The next minute Chad is joking around. He's saying basically that he's not mature enough. Now he's saying that Chad, you're special. You're definitely special. You're born with the it factor. But that's not the problem that I have with you. And when Shannon asked, he said, Shannon, can I get you a job? And it's funny because the way he responded to Shannon is usually hot-tempered, always got a response. Shannon didn't say anything. Shannon said, you got a job for me? He said, no, because you ain't going to do right. And you selfish. And, those of us that was fans of Shannon Sharpe and the Denver Broncos back in the day. I'm an Eagles, but the Broncos was my second team. We all know Shannon Sharpe was how Shannon Sharpe was. You know, Shannon Sharpe was a character in himself, and he was always talking trash. Go watch the videos, and selfish. He was who he was. That didn't make him a bad person. That was his personality, and maybe that personality is what made him great. But now, after we saw that part, because Deion was calling these guys out, and Deion know both of them, right? And all these guys are three great players, right? But let's now look at the go back and forth between Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharpe, because Ocho Cinco wasn't on time. Check this out.
Really cool dude. And as soon as he opened the car door and he got out the car door to greet me, the car door locked by accident. So I would have been on time, but the fact that we had to wait for the tow truck and them to bring the Slim Jim was the reason for my delay in getting to the hotel a little late. But I'm here now.
Let me ask you a question. So when you go to ESPN, you have people pick you up from the airport?
Yeah.
No, you don't. When you do inside the NFL, you have people pick you up from the airport?
Yeah, at the beginning, yeah.
No, you don't. So I'm just trying to figure out why with your show would you choose to take that route when you don't take that route for ESPN and inside the NFL?
I wasn't lying. I'm dead serious. When I fly into Philly, I have somebody pick me up from Philly. When I fly into New York, I have somebody pick me up from New York. I'm serious.
That ain't what they told me. I just talked.
Hold on, listen to me now. It's documented. It's documented.
I'm just telling you.
But all you have to do is just search my tweets. I've been doing it the past 15 years. I always do this.
I'm not saying that.
Yes, sir. Talk to me now.
Ocho.
Right.
Again. Ocho, this is part of your show.
Right.
Why would you be late? Why would you run the risk of being late?
I didn't want to be late. I just told you what happened. I would have been on time. But due to unfortunate circumstances of him locking the keys in his car, which I documented, I was just a little late.
Why don't you, Ocho? Why don't you just have the people that you're working for just have them to book your car service?
I don't like car service.
It's okay.
I don't like how them people they be mean and they be bougie. I don't like, they be in suits and ties and shit. That don't make me comfortable. That don't make me comfortable. What makes me comfortable is like being able to sit down and talk. Wait,
you want to be comfortable or you want to be professional?
No, I don't want to be. No, I want to be comfortable. I want to talk to people that I can relate to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just but see, here's the thing, Ocho. You say you want to be professional. You want to do ESPN. You want to do all these professional things, but you want to take a bootleg ride.
No. I want to remain my authentic self the same way I always been and do those things. Is that?
Now we all remember when T.O. came to the Bengals and T.O. and Ocho was running wild. He tells his stories about the escapades they had with all the girls and all the wild stuff. And for years, Chad was a very, like I said, a very, very talented player and a good father and a good guy. But he's not always mature in the ways that he needs to be. So now at his age now, when he's asking, because see, Deion and Shannon is like his big brothers. They're older than him, by at least 10, 12 years. So when he's asking them, could you bring me to ESPN? Could you bring me here? A lot of times they're not comfortable because you don't know what you're going to get with Chad. Y'all remember when Chad was dealing with that girl, I would say Gloria, whatever her name was, and he headbutted her because she found, I think, some condoms or something in his phone, whatever it was. It was just, a lot of times Chad gets into trouble, man. He does things that's not a good look. But I think that the Nightcap is a success. And Shannon just wants to run a tight ship. He wants to keep everything tight. That money is coming in. And like I said, nothing's guaranteed tomorrow. They might not like you tomorrow. Or tomorrow, the new up-and-coming person might be coming in to take your place. You might lose the attention of the people. So you got to strike wise hot. You can't be messing around. And I think that's what the big brother is trying to tell Chad. Listen, I get your excuses, but prepare in the future so that way we don't have to make these excuses. Because this is not like football where we got a guaranteed check. This is something that we got to keep producing because there's always another podcast or always something else coming to take our place. And I need you to take this serious the way that I am. And I think that's what Shannon is basically trying to tell Chad. Not just, but I would wish that he would have. I think that Shannon could have handled it offline though. But how would I know if they didn't already have this conversation offline, and now Shannon was already turned up because his team, his staff didn't have they didn't have all the technical stuff together. So Shannon was already pissed off. And that Shannon the other part of Shannon came out. So, but I like the show. I like the conversations. I think that Ocho is just as important to the show as Shannon. There's no replacement for neither one of them. So I hope that Chad can get it right, man. Tighten it down and recognize that y'all got something special and y'all in positions to make millions of dollars right now. So get it until you can't get it no more, man. So I'm gonna cut this video short right here. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time, peace.